Welcome to Mac Living in Portugal.
It's January and I've got guests moving into this lovely apartment in a few days' time, but they're going to be freezing cold. Why? I fired the boiler up to put a bit of warmth in the apartment, and after 5 minutes it came up with an E5 fault code. What? It's nigh on brand new. Oh. E5 fault code. Let's see what the manual says about that. Okay, first one, vent pipe is blocked. I'm assuming they mean the exhaust or the flue, but I'll be checking both, inlet and outlet. The door is open. Well, it wasn't open because it fired up and ran for about 5 minutes. The door seals need replacing. The stove's brand new and the seals are good, so I know there's nothing wrong with those door seals. There are some leaks. Well, that's helpful. There are some leaks. Well, leaks where? So that means I've got to strip the stove down and have a good look at it, which isn't a problem because in the UK I was a heating engineer, so I'll be pretty familiar with what I'm doing. The first thing I've got to do is check the vent pipes. There are two pipes to the stove, the grey one being the air inlet and the silver metal one being the exhaust or flue. So I've got to check both of those. To check the vent pipes, I've got to clear all this lot because they're behind there. And as always, one job leads to another. So this is what I've got to do first. And now I've got good access to the flue, I can see a bit of a problem. There is a good quantity of soot sitting at the exit. So that does make me wonder what it's going to be like all the way down the flue pipe and right to that joint. Which means I'm going to have to take it apart and find out. Yes, it is blocked. There we go. We have a flue that's absolutely blocked. Full of soot. So with a flue brush, I'm going to clear it out. Wow. Yeah, now let's have a look down there. Okay, now we can see through. Excellent. Now it's time for me to get this fan off and get to that sensor. We'll take the sensor out and give it a clean. Now we have a fan, the exhaust fan, clear. Not quite sure how we get it out that way. Right, there we go, one exhaust fan. Okay, so leave that sitting there like that comfortably, and then clean out the exhaust. Got the sensor out, and yes, it is a bit dirty. Let's have a look at it. There you go. So I'm going to clean it and then I'll show you what it looks like, because it should be shiny. So now it's nice and clean and shiny. That should detect whatever it's supposed to detect. Temperature, I think. Where are we at? Okay, dismantled the flue, gave it a good clean. It's gone back together and it's beautiful. Cleaned the burn chamber of the stove, cleaned all the stove, cleaned the sensor. So it's absolutely spotless. I believe now it's going to work. At least I hope so. So, time to turn it on. Sounds good, fans are going. Okay, so the pellet stove is now up and running, beautiful and clean. What we need to know is, will it stay lit? Because last time it just cut out after about 5 minutes, I think. So I'll return in an hour and see if it's still lit. Another mission accomplished. Now the guests will be comfortable and lovely and warm, and that makes me a happy chappy. See you soon.